There comes a point in every person's life when they realize they cannot keep living the way they have been living. Not because somebody forced them to change, not because life became easy, but because the pain of staying the same finally became greater than the fear of becoming someone new. Maybe that is where you are right now. You are tired of starting again every Monday, tired of making promises to yourself and breaking them by Tuesday, tired of saying you are going to train, going to eat better, going to stop drinking, going to stop wasting money, going to stop waiting, going to get your life together, and then doing the same thing again. You do not need another perfect Monday. You need one honest decision. One decision where you stop negotiating with the version of yourself that is keeping you weak. Because your life does not change when you feel inspired. Your life changes when you take action while you do not feel inspired. Discipline is not a feeling. It is not a personality trait that only belongs to successful people. It is a decision to do what needs to be done, especially when every part of you wants comfort instead. Every time you choose the harder right over the easier wrong, you build something inside yourself. You build self-respect. And self-respect is one of the most powerful things a person can possess. Not fake confidence, not loud confidence, not pretending you have everything figured out. Real confidence. The kind that comes from knowing you can trust yourself. The kind that comes from keeping your word when nobody is watching. The kind that comes from waking up, getting out of bed, and doing the work even when your mind is full of doubt. Most people are not defeated by one big failure. They are defeated by small acts of surrender. The alarm goes off and they say, just 10 more minutes. They know they should train, but they say, I will start next week. They know they should make the call, send the message, apply for the job, walk away from the relationship, stop making excuses, or face the truth. But they delay it. And every delay teaches the mind something dangerous. It teaches the mind that your word means nothing. If you tell yourself you will do something, and then you repeatedly do not do it, eventually you stop believing yourself. That is where confidence goes. It does not disappear overnight. It is chipped away every time you abandon your own promises. But here is the good news. The same way confidence is lost, it can be rebuilt. One promise at a time. One walk. One workout. One healthy meal. One difficult conversation. One early night. One day sober. One day where you do not give in. One day where you look at the chaos in your life and say, this ends with me. You do not need to fix your entire life today. You do not need to know every step. You do not need to feel ready. You only need to take the next right action. That is how people change. Not through a dramatic speech. Not through motivation that lasts 20 minutes. Through repeated action. Through keeping their word when it would be easier not to. There will be days when you feel powerful. Use them. But there will also be days when you feel tired, anxious, angry, embarrassed, lonely, and completely unmotivated. Those are the days that matter most. Anyone can work when they feel good. Anyone can be disciplined when life is going their way. The real test is who you are when life is heavy. Who are you when you are tired? Who are you when nobody is clapping for you? Who are you when you are carrying regret? Who are you when you have made mistakes you cannot take back? Who are you when you feel like you are already too far behind? That is when you find out who you are. And you can decide right now that your past is not going to become your prison. You may have made mistakes. You may have lost things. You may have wasted years. You may have hurt people. You may be ashamed of who you have been. But shame does not have to be your identity. Your past can explain you, but it doesn't have to define you. There is a difference. You are not the worst thing you have ever done. You are not the habits you are trying to escape. You are not the person you were when you were at your lowest. You are the person you decide to become next. And that decision is made through action. Not one big action. Small actions, repeated until they become your new identity. You do not become disciplined by saying you are disciplined. You become disciplined by doing difficult things consistently. You do not become strong by wishing for strength. You become strong by carrying what feels heavy. You do not become confident by waiting until fear disappears. You become confident by taking action while you are afraid. Fear will always have a voice. It will tell you that you are not ready. It will tell you to wait until you have more money, more time, more energy, more confidence, more certainty. But if you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you will wait for the rest of your life. The perfect moment does not arrive. You create it by moving. You create it by taking the first step while you are still scared. You create it by doing the workout when you do not feel like it. By choosing water when your old self wants an escape. By getting up early when your bed feels comfortable. By doing the work when your mind is telling you that you can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die. Tomorrow is the favorite word of a weak mind. Because tomorrow gives you the illusion that you are still committed without forcing you to take action today. But your future is built today. Your body is built today. Your confidence is built today. Your family's future is built today. Your freedom is built today. And every day you get another opportunity to choose. You can choose comfort, or you can choose growth. You can choose excuses, or you can choose responsibility. You can choose the familiar pain of staying the same, or the uncomfortable pain of changing. Both will be hard. Staying stuck is hard. Being unhealthy is hard. Being broke is hard. Living with regret is hard. Breaking your own word is hard. But building a better life is hard too. So choose your hard. Choose the hard that gives you something back. Choose the hard that makes you proud when you look in the mirror. Choose the hard that your future self will thank you for. You do not need the approval of everybody around you. You do not need people to understand your mission. Some people will doubt you because your growth reminds them of what they are avoiding in themselves. Some people will laugh when you start. Some will only support you after you have already proven them wrong. Let them. This is not about them. This is about you becoming someone you respect. The world does not need another person who talks about what they are going to do. It needs people who quietly do the work. People who get up. People who train. People who show up for their children. People who fight their addictions. People who face their debts. People who rebuild after losing everything. People who refuse to turn pain into an excuse. That is what an iron mind is. It is not someone who never feels pain. It is someone who refuses to be ruled by it. It is not someone who never has bad thoughts. It is someone who does not obey every bad thought. It is not someone who has never failed. It is someone who gets back up with more wisdom every time they fall. Your mind will try to talk you out of your own potential. It will tell you that it is too late. It will tell you that other people are ahead. It will show you everything you have lost. But you must learn to answer it. When your mind says, "I cannot do this," answer, "I will do the next step." When your mind says, "I am too tired," answer, "I can still move." When your mind says, "I will start tomorrow," answer, "No, I start now." When your mind says, "What is the point?" answer, "The point is that I'm becoming someone I can trust." That is enough. You do not need to conquer the world today. You need to win today. Get through this day with your word intact. Make today a day you can be proud of. Take the walk. Do the workout. Eat the meal that supports your goals. Send the message. Make the call. Tell the truth. Go to bed early. Stay sober. Keep your word. Because when you keep doing that, day after day, something changes. You begin to see yourself differently. You stop seeing yourself as somebody trying to change. You become somebody who changes. You become somebody who can handle hard things. And one day, you will look back at this version of yourself, the person who was scared, tired, lost, and still decided to fight. And you will be grateful that you did not quit. This is your moment, not because everything is perfect, but because you are still here. You are still breathing. You still have time, and you still have a choice. Make the choice. Keep your word. Build your mind. Build your body. Build your life. One decision at a time.